Hello everyone, this is Noah Detective Tips back again. New video for Tangula version 3.1. People in the Facebook groups, Tangula groups know me as LV John. My name is Chris, but I just use LV John because that's the only thing I use social media for, is basically just to go on Tangula. I'm not currently on Facebook, so I just put a random name, but my name is actually Chris. So I was doing some research on, I forget the gentleman's name, on Facebook that said that you can go into Explorer and move the file over to the right side. Like you can move it then delete it. So like if you were in Explorer, so I'm gonna go to Explorer. I was already in it, so I'm gonna access it through settings so you can see everything that I'm doing. Let me stand up. So I usually access a lot of my apps this way so I can do clear cache and stuff. So I'm gonna open up Explorer. So now on the left side, I couldn't even get to the file. I don't know if I was doing something wrong, but on the left side, I had to modify it and put the names backwards so that I could actually see it. So now I had to go to System, and as you can see, I'm on TangTv. That's TangTv right there. Now if I click it, that will open it up. I had previously deleted this, but I'm gonna try to do it again. So I'm gonna exit out. So this is 3.1 right here. So obviously you can see I can get to it. If I run download, it will download it. It is working on this box. This is a Tangula Elite Max 2. I also have a friend of mine. He has this old X5 box, so I'm also gonna show that as well. And this is what I'm currently on, the Elite Max 2. That's my box. So as you can see, it updated. So I'm just gonna play something, play CNN. Love being here, but all the outrage. So you can see it's working. I don't want to play too long because they'll put a strike on me. So I'm gonna exit out of that. So now back to Explorer. So now when I'm on Explorer, I forget, I'm sorry I'm not giving you credit. Somebody in the forum came up with this. I didn't do any of this because I didn't feel like this was a need, but he was saying to do this to get, because the Tang in here is a system file. As you can see, if I go up to the top, the default app is a system file, which I did know that. That's why it just says disable and it doesn't let you uninstall. But he was saying that if you go to Tang and hold down the button, then you get a list of options here. Then you can move it. So if you hit move, then it will go over to the storage share. It will go to the storage, to the root storage, which is this up here, the internal storage. So that's the path that it would go to, storage emulated 0, which it also says here. So if you go down and hit OK on that, it will move. I already did this, so it's saying that it's there. So it's saying overwrite. So I'm just going to do overwrite just to do it. Okay, so now it's going to ask me if I want to replace the factory version, replace with the factory version. So I'm just going to say yes. So it's not deleting the file. Hold 1 second, guys. Someone's at my door. Okay, everyone, I'm back. So I overwrote that file, so it did go over to the other side. But when I go over here, I haven't figured out how to get to that. So like, if I do a sort by, let me bring up the mouse. So this is sort by. I'm just trying to get to the file, but I don't know if it's in one of those root folders. So you can sort it, but there's nothing here but folders from what I see. So let me move the mouse over. So I'm gonna hit date and see if that changes anything. See, so all that's doing for me is moving the file. But I can't see that actual file over here. So I don't know where that file is. So I don't know what he did to get that off. So that actually has me at a loss. But at any rate, when I did it the first time, I wasn't recording when I did it. And what ended up happening, it did let me uninstall 3.1. But then it went back to the default version of version 12. This box has version 12. So like if I go, I'll do a force stop on that. Just clear cache. I like to have no apps running on my box just so that it's more efficient. So now if I go to Tang, see after I deleted 3.1, through Explorer is there. See, I'll do a force stop and clear cache. But see, I don't have an uninstall option. I was unable to uninstall this. This is a series, Elite Max 2. I was trying to help Diana. She has the Elite Max, the first one. And she, every time she tried to install, or even when we tried to install through video chat, she kept getting the app not installed. And a coworker of mine who has a Elite Max 2, he says that the app won't never complete installing. So when you get the status bar that goes across to show it's installing, it just freezes 3/4 of the way for him. So I don't know. I haven't had any of these issues. But see now, if I go to open, it brings up the default version, the old version of Tang. It just crashes. Because that's not even, you can't even use it anymore. This was the version that was lagging really bad, version 12. So now, so most people use Explorer. Well, they tell you use Explorer. I use File to get to my files. So then I'll go to local disk. Then I go to the download folder. And actually, that's the file right there. But I don't know if I can uninstall it from here. But for whatever reason, I can't get to it on Explorer. See, it'll just run, which is fine. So see, now it's saying, do you want to install an update to this built-in application? See, the app is built in. So I don't think there's nothing you can do. At least I haven't seen that there's nothing you can do. I didn't want to spend too much time on that. But I just wanted to show people how to install this. So I'm going to hit cancel for now. So now what I'm going to do is just show you how I would install this. So now we have the new app. You would go to the Tang store or TA store. Let me go down again. So the Tang store is here. So then you would go here. This is on the Elite boxes or the X5 Pros. Any of the boxes that have the TA store, this is where you would go. So then you would highlight that TangTv and download that APK file. I already have the file, so I'm not going to download it. So when you download that file, it will go to the downloads folder that I was just in. So it will go here. That's where all your files go that you download. It goes to that folder. That's in the root storage. So it will come here. I also had a copy down further from the in the main root folder, but I think that was due to when I moved it from Explorer, because I never stored nothing there. So it must have moved it to that location. But in File Browser that you see up here, you can't uninstall it. So then what you would do after you download it, but when you usually download that file, matter of fact, I'll just do it so you can see what I'm doing. I'm sorry, guys, because I'm just doing this on the fly. So go to Apps. Go to the TA store. So I'm going to it's going to end up being a copy of the file. So now it's downloading it. So when you do it this way, it's just going to let you install it straight away. But just remember, you always have that file there. The file is there for you to utilize in that download folder. Or you can go through Explorer 2 and find it there. So now it's going to ask you, do you want to install an update of the built-in application? So the 3.1 version is the update. So you would hit install. And then it should run. People been getting failures at this point. See, so for me, it just installs. And I didn't delete any of those things. So like if I go back to the file manager or the file browser or Explorer, doesn't matter which one, they're basically doing the same thing, accessing the root storage. So you can see all those files I still have in there. Let me go, those are the ones that's there. See, look, I even got version 12 there. So that's a very old file. So if I go to that download folder, look at all the files. I have all the old ones. I have the factory activation files, limitless. So all those files are still in there. I didn't delete anything. That's Surfshark. That's my VPN. So I even got version 17, version 22. So I got all these versions. See that? This is the one I just downloaded. It added a -1 because you can't copy the file. You can copy it, but it will overwrite it if you copy it. So that's why I did that. So it's basically the same file, but it just created another copy of it. So you don't have to do that. I mean, you could do that if you just want to be safe. But as you can see on my box, I had no problems doing it. And I did another box for somebody else yesterday. I did a regular, I did an X5 Pro. And I had no issues. So now we should be running 3.1 now. So now I'm going to go back over. See, so now it's back on 3.1 again. I'm going to open it up. And as you can see, I always like to change and switch the device mode right away, because it looks kind of funky when you do it there. So it saves successfully. And then what you have to do is exit out of the app and go back in. And the format will change. So I'll go back into the Tang. Let me come out. I should have did this horizontally. I'm sorry for this, guys. So now you have this download folder. Download for the live TV. So I'm going to just download it. I'm not downloading the EPG yet. This is just so I can get the channels. And I'm going to go back to CNN. So you'll see that it will play again. It's been playing great. The other day it did. I got the that error 01 message for like maybe 20 minutes. But then it just came back on its own. So that was kind of weird. But it's been playing pretty good. So I haven't had any problems. And as you can see, it's playing. This is CNN. And I'm running a VPN. So it's playing on my VPN as well. So like if I go out, like I told you, I use Surfshark. So I'm running this through a VPN. I'm using a static IP for that. And that's pretty much it. So that's pretty much how you would install this on, you know, the Elite Max or any box that has the TA store. So that's pretty much it right there. You know, you're up and running. I mean, I don't know if there's issues with certain boxes. Now, I would recommend, so if you did, say like if you factory reset your box, I would definitely recommend going back here to factory activation and reactivate the box before you install the app. Because basically you're wiping everything off the box when you do that. So I would reactivate. So you can go in here and activate the box. My box is already activated. And that's the MAC address of this box over there. I don't care about showing it. But that's, you don't need to do that unless you do a factory reset. So if you went into settings and went to device preferences, let me go back so you can see that. I'm sorry, guys. So you would go to settings, go to device preferences, about, and then you'll see factory reset. So if you did a factory reset on this box, I definitely would do a factory activation before I do anything. Once after you factory reset it. And that's another way that you could get rid of everything. If you just want to delete everything without going through all those steps, you could just reset the box. But you will lose everything on the box if you do that. So I'm going to pause this 1 second. I'm going to turn this off, and then I'm going to connect this box here, the good old, the 2022 version of the X5, and show you how to install on there. I'll be right back in a sec, guys. Hello everyone, I'm back. So now I have this 2022 version of the X5 series plugged up. I have no idea what's on this box. This is a coworker of mine. I had got this box for him a while back. He barely even watches this box, so I don't know. He was actually talking about giving it to his brother, so I don't know what's on it, what version he's running, because it's been a minute since I updated this for him. So we will look and see. So I'm gonna go to the Tang app and see what he has on here. I know it's old. It'd probably be like version 16, maybe version 12 even. It's very old. So this ain't even loading. Okay. So this is not even opening up. So let me exit out of this. So I'm gonna go to settings. He has all this crap on here. Then go to apps. So TangTv. So he's actually running version 17. Okay, well we obviously know that's not gonna work. So I'm gonna do a force stop. Clear cache. I actually could have just cleared data. Even though technically when you uninstall, do it, but I just do it anyway. So this is version 17. So right now, I'm going to uninstall this. What's up with his box? This thing ain't responded to my remote. That was weird. It wasn't responding. Okay. So on this box here, this is not a system app. As you can see, it completely uninstalled and it come out. There's no TangTv anymore. It's completely gone. So on the older boxes, it just completely deletes it out, which that's a good thing. So now for this box here, I know most people probably already know, you would have to use that tiny URL web address to download it. So I'm gonna go into file real quick and see what he has. So as you can see, I'm not deleting anything off this box. So it should be he should have some things in his download folder. So I'm going to download. Well, actually, it doesn't have too much in there. It's just those 3 things. I may have factory reset this box before I gave it to him. But you can still see that version 17, the APK file is in there. So I'm not deleting that, even though you know the directions tell you to. Because that shouldn't impact. What would that have to do with installing a new version? I know some people just want to be thorough and make sure it works, but that has no impact on anything. So basically, I'm going to go to Google Chrome, and then I'm going to type in and for some reason, Google Chrome stinks on here. If you try to maneuver, it won't cooperate. So I have to use the mouse to type this in, which is cumbersome. And it's even worse on Firefox. I was thinking about putting another browser on here, but I just said forget it. So you go Tiny. I'll show you the web address when I'm finished. So tiny URL. So .com. Go over /. So it's TangTv 31 for 3.1. But they're not going to put a dot in there because it will mistaken it for something else. That's why they just put 31. This is really a pain in the rear to do it like this, but if somebody knows a better way to navigate this keypad on Chrome, please tell me. I probably could figure it out. I haven't sit there and take the time to try to though. So I just do it like this to get it over with. It's not often I'm typing in web addresses on here. Okay. So now you can see that's the actual address. You want to make sure it's spelled properly as well. So now I'm going to come over. Actually, I can just go up and click it. And it should go in the download page. Prompt should appear. Which it did. So it's downloading the file. So you can go back to that file manager folder. The file folder on the home screen. Where you could just click open. And do it from here. Because that's where the file is. So it's saying, do you want to install this application? We're going to say yes to install. So hopefully it seems like it's going to go through because it's pausing there. Unless it gets hung up there. So it did install. I got scared there for a minute. I thought it was going to fail. So it did install. So we're going to allow access to the photos and pictures. So like I said in the previous one, I always like to do the switch device mode first. Hit TV and save. So it saved it successfully. Then I'll just go out of the app. So I can go out of Chrome. So now I'm back over here. Like I said, I always shut down all my apps. So I know I was using Chrome. Wow, what they got? Chrome as a system file on here? So let's see. Chrome, here goes Chrome. So whenever I open the app, I always force stop it. The only thing I have running when I'm watching TV, and then I'll clear the cache, is my VPN in the Tang app or TARS or whichever app you're using. I don't have any other thing. I even have a Kill app. It's called Kill Apps that I use on my device. I actually use it on my Android phone too. It's great. It will auto kill, run through everything that's running. You can make exceptions for things that you don't want to be shut down. Which I do that on my phone because there's certain apps I don't want to shut down. So that's pretty much it. So now I'm going to go back to TangTv. So now this should be in the correct format, which it is. Yeah, he did some changes to this box because you can see how the loading thing is spinning slow. Usually spins a lot faster, but that's nothing. You can change all that. So I will go to CNN. And as you can see, it's working. So there was no issues as far as installing this. So I'm gonna exit out. It's working fine, and as you can see, this is now it's 3.1. Before it was version 17. So that's it, folks. I'm still trying to work with Tang support to see if there's an issue on their end. They're saying that it's something that they're working on, but I find it kind of odd that some people can install, like I have the Elite Max 2 here. I can install it on my box, but one of my coworkers has this same box and he can't install it. So I find that to be kind of odd that it will install on one box but not on another. And as you can see, I didn't do anything. I didn't delete all those files. You didn't even see me going to Explorer, even though this particular one doesn't have a lot of stuff because he didn't load a lot of stuff onto it. And I probably factory reset this box because this was my box once upon a time, my first one. And then I upgraded to an Elite, and then I sold this to him for a good price. But that's it. And you still see version 17 still there. The updater is still there. Hold 1 second, guys. I gotta open the door for my girl. Okay, guys, I'm back. So, yeah, basically this is working. No problems. So, like I said, I'm still trying to figure out if they're going to, what they're going to do to fix this issue, because I haven't found a fix. I tried to do several things with Diana that's in the Facebook group, and I couldn't figure it out. They said they're working on it. I know they're also working on TARs. So I ran TARs on my Elite box, and it's still down. I uninstalled it and I reinstalled. I didn't show that in the video, but that app is still not working. So I don't know what they're going to do about that. Maybe they may create a whole new app or something. I don't know, because it seems like it's taking them a long time just to update an app. That shouldn't take. They could use the same source code for the most part and make some changes. It shouldn't be too complex, since they already got the code made for that traditional app. You would just modify the app in the source code. So I don't know if they're even working to fix it. Who knows? But at any rate, this video went way longer than I thought it was. Almost a 28-minute video. So I'm going to end it here, guys. If you have any questions, just leave me something down. I definitely will get back to anybody, or you can hit me on Facebook, and I will try to do my best to help anyone out. Thank you, guys, and then I'll talk to you soon. Later.